How the Bloodshade Ruined Christmas. Our story starts in Lothric, while Christmas closes in. Pontiff's not as strict as it's always normally been. A gathering of players phantom praising white and yellow. Reds, blues and purples acting quite a bit more mellow. Surrounded by different builds, some made for fighting, some made to aid. All but one was missing, the edgy Bloodshade. He looked on from the distance, disgusted by the sight, as he sat in the snow, still waiting for a fight.
Where's all the gankers?
He let out with a groan. Sitting by himself, he couldn't help but feel alone. As days went by, his anger turned to sorrow. He hadn't seen a single foe, and Christmas was tomorrow. And then, through the frost, a large figure appeared. A huge-headed man, with a face that was weird. He turned on his mic, and said to the Shade,
"Stop being so edgy and just sheath that blade."
He stared at his sword, not knowing how to feel about the man who dared defy his great Nippon steel. He looked at the man as he sheathed his blade, as it appears the edgelord was swayed.
If you don't want to fight, what are you after?
For you to join in and be part of the laughter.
The Bloodshade declined.
Why the hell would I join? Dark Souls is for fighting, to invade and purloin.
The big-headed man, knowing just what to say, replied to the Shade,
"Shut up, you dumb cunt."
For plot convenience, the Shade tagged along. His appearance at the party made the tension quite strong. The fun times ceased as they glared at the Shade. He wasn't very social, and was in fact quite afraid. He took a deep breath and tipped his hat. They pointed and laughed, and all called him fat. He yelled,
"Where's your honor?"
while the crowd laughed in hysterics. It just grew louder, especially from the co-opers and clerics. He unsheathed his katana and swung at the host. The phantoms looked in horror as they ended their roast. They threw him a pale tongue to settle his spite. His anger calmed quickly. It seemed things were alright. They paused for a moment, looking a bit confused. Then they laughed and cheered as his actions were excused. They all sat down to get to know his motivation. He was hesitant at first, but began to vent his frustration. He openly said to the party,
"All I want to do is fight. I want to kill those gankers to make everything right."
He droned on about Reddit and how clever he was, how he could never get a girlfriend, and how his kindness was the cause. He kept going and going, like his rant would have never ended. They realized their mistake of the stranger they befriended.
Listening to this guy makes me feel suicidal.
In my spare time, I watch anime and disprove the Bible.
All of a sudden, a warm glow appeared. It was a jolly round man with a jolly great beard. The party stared in awe as the man walked closer. Was it really Santa Claus, or just another poser? He stepped close to the Shade and looked in his sack. All of a sudden, he pulled out a... The group rejoiced as the deed had been done. The party could continue and once again have fun. So the moral of the story for all you Bloodshades out there is to take the game a little more easy and grow a pair. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yo, thanks for watching, everyone. This video took quite a bit of time to put together, so please make sure you check everyone on screen. They were a massive help to it, and it couldn't have been done without them. Especially Harry, he done a lot of narration work for this, like for real. But please make sure you check everyone out, they make amazing content. Also, just letting you know, I've now opened a public Discord. If you're interested in that, there's a link on screen and in the description. That I'll just be posting previews with videos and just interacting with subs and stuff like that. And finally, I'd just like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So yeah, catch you guys next year.